Good evening, folks. It's your bro, Richard here. Today's video, I'm back with another Need for Speed gaming explanation video for you all. I'm just tired right now. Been running around, so I'm back. Today in this video, I'll be talking to you all about the next Need for Speed game, which is Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2010. So before I start, make sure you all like the video, subscribe. So like the video, subscribe. Yeah, like the video, subscribe. So like the video, subscribe, comment down below what you guys think. Hit the notification bell. And hit all so you're alerted when I make brand new uploads. Alright, so without any further ado, let's begin. Excuse me. So, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2010. Here we go. NFS Hot Pursuit is a 2010 racing video game developed by Criterion Games and published by EA for PS3, Xbox 360, PS3, Xbox 360, Xbox 360, Nintendo Wii, Microsoft Windows, iOS, Android, WebOS, and Windows Phone. So tired. The Nintendo Wii version. So the Wii version was developed by Exient Entertainment. Hot Pursuit is the 16th title and was released in November 2010 with digital distribution versions released within December 2010. The game serves as a revival of the Hot Pursuit name first used in 1998's NFS 3 Hot Pursuit. Developer is Criterion Games. So Criterion Games. Publisher EA. So publisher EA. Director Alex Ward, Craig Sullivan, and Fiona Sperry. Producers Alan McDermott, Hamish Young, and Matt Webster. Artists are Henry LaBonta and Yuta Nakamura. Composers are Mario Takoshis and Vanessa Lorena Tate, there we go, who I believe did the soundtracks for Rivals 2013, I think, police pursuits and hideout, command post, blah blah blah, and even the trailer, I think, or like the tutorial soundtrack for Need for Speed Rivals 2013, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe it was. So Vanessa Lorena Tate. Series Need for Speed. Platforms are Microsoft Windows, PS3, Nintendo Wii, Xbox 360, iOS, Android, WebOS, Windows Phone, and Java ME. For the remastered edition was Microsoft Windows, PS4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch. Releases from November 2010. In North America was 16th, Australia 18th, and Europe 19th. For the remastered version for Windows, PS4, and Xbox One, they were released November 6th. So released on the 6th and for the Nintendo Switch, the 13th, both in November November 2020. That's right, November 2020. The month and year my grandfather died, unfortunately. Rest in peace. Genre is racing. So genre is racing, and modes is both single and multiplayer. Hot Pursuit's gameplay. So Hot Pursuit's gameplay is set in the fictional Seacrest County. So Seacrest County, which is based on the American states of California, Oregon, and Washington, in which players can compete in several types of races. Players can compete online apart from the Nintendo Wii Edition, which includes additional gameplay modes such as Hot Pursuit, Interceptor, and Race. The game features a new social interaction system called Autolog, which is a network that connects friends for head-to-head races and compares player stats for competition. I'm sorry if I screwed up, my bad. The game also features paid downloadable content in the form of new cars, race and pursuit events, and new trophies and achievements. Hot Pursuit was well received by critics at E3 2010 and was most notably awarded with Best Racing Game from the 2010 Game Critics Award, as well as Game Critics Awards, as well as several other media outlets. It won several Best Racing Game awards, including Best Driving Game at the Spike 2010 Video Game Awards. The game also won a BAFTA award. Which stands for British Academy of Film. So British Academy of Film and Television Arts award for its Autolog multiplayer component. Hot Pursuit was succeeded by the 2012 or 2012 Most Wanted reboot, a remastered version titled Hot Pursuit Remastered. A remastered version titled Hot Pursuit Remastered was released on November 6th, 2020. So 6th of November 2020 for Microsoft Windows, PS4, and Xbox One, and on the 13th for Nintendo Switch. Next up, gameplay. This is for Microsoft Windows, PS3, and Xbox 360. Hot Pursuit goes back to the series' roots and takes on the gameplay style of earlier NFS 3 Hot Pursuit and Hot Pursuit 2 titles in the franchise, with exotic cars and high-speed police chases. Hot Pursuit lets players be either a racer or a police driver, and features a full career mode for both roles. The relationship between the cops and street racers is described as a dog chasing down a rabbit. The police being more powerful while the racers are faster. Each side has several power-ups, including calling for roadblocks and radar jamming, the same as in Rivals. So roadblocks and jamming the car's systems. According to Criterion, the single player section is somewhere between 12 and 15 hours long, but with much replay value. The game takes place in a fictional location known as Seacrest County, based on the West Coast subregion of the western U.S. It's an open world and features over 100 miles of open, so 160 kilometers, so 100 miles of open road, 4 times larger than that of Burnout Paradise. Burnout Paradise 2008. Criterion's previous title. Hot Pursuit features a new social interaction system called Autolog, which is described as Facebook for the game. The game features both single and multiplayer game modes, with up to eight players as an option to live multiplayer racing. Players can post records and achievements on the Autolog feed for friends to see, which they then can try to beat. Autolog also contains an experience system called Bounty. As of July 2012, the web dashboard for Autolog was shut down for all games except Most Wanted 2012. The driving mode. The driving mode of the game is described as fun, accessible, okay, however not as arcade-styled as Burnout Paradise, but far from a simulator. All cars in Hot Pursuit are licensed real-world cars and SUVs, described as all the cars you dreamed of driving in the way you dreamed of driving them. Most cars are available in both racer and cop variants, but a few cars are exclusive to each side. All exclusively featured in Hot Pursuit is the 918 Spider Concept by Porsche. Ferrari automobiles, however, last seen in the Need for Speed Shift DLC pack for 2009. So Shift DLC pack, but notably absent from all other NFS games since Hot Pursuit 2 from 2002. So since HP2 are also absent from Hot Pursuit, there's no car customization or tuning other than color changing, just because the game really focuses on the Hot Pursuit element, or HP element. I say HP short for Hot Pursuit, but some of you will get confused with HP as the computer devices. It's a HP element. Unlike previous NFS games, which use unbranded fictional models, real cars like the Audi A4, Chevy Cobalt, Porsche Cayenne, Nissan Frontier, which is a pickup truck from Japan, and the Dodge Ram 1500. Which is also known as the Ram truck. So the Ram truck. So Ram 1500 are used as traffic cars. Next up is the Nintendo Wii edition. The Wii version of Hot Pursuit has very little in common with its 360, PS3, and Windows counterparts. This version was designed by a different company called Exient Entertainment. So Exient Entertainment, and was a completely different game in nearly every virtual aspect. Graphics, soundtrack, racing modes, gameplay, and customization. Some reviewers cited that the Wii version showed stark similarities to a previous installment, Nitro. So Nitro 2009. This version takes place in 4 real-life cities across the world, as opposed to the fictional Seacrest County in the other versions. The 4 cities, each set in a different time of day. Chongqing in China, set in the morning. Dubai in the UAE, or United Arab Emirates, set in the afternoon. Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. So Brazil, and so it's set in the early evening, and Las Vegas, Nevada, USA, which is set in the late evening. In career mode, career mode, there are 4 super tournaments, each city and a Grand Prix tournament. Each super tournament consists of 4 smaller tournaments. Each super tournament consists of 4 smaller tournaments. So 4 smaller tournaments, which consist of hot pursuit, which is circuit. So hot pursuit, circuit, race with cops. So with the police, with the cops, eliminator. So eliminator, which is knockout, time marker, solo timed circuit run, and rush hour, 100-to-1 races. Kind of a ratio, 100-to-1. So 100-to-1 races. Each super tournament concludes with a boss race. So races with the boss, which is a free roam race with GPS, global positioning systems to capture more of the checkpoint flags than the boss. So then the boss, like 66.6%, so like 2 out of 3, etc. Besides career, the game offers quick race mode, which allows up to 4 players on split screens, each with their own map, and the 4 race types from career, plus a 5th interceptor, be a cop or bust, and a speeder, which is a racer. The cars purchased with bounty improve in speed, acceleration, and strength. D, C, B, A, and S class cars, plus cop cars. So cop cars in the quick races interceptor race. Racers don't have names, just a career profile names. During the race, players can accumulate and use regular NOS and Super Nitro, more powerful but shorter, similar to Nitro. Power-ups, soups. That was in the food, but soups spelled S-U-P-E. So S-U-P-E-S. It's like saying the word super by taking out the R and putting the S into it. So just replacing the letter. Are acquired while driving. Boost, extra nitro, drain, others nitro, cruise control, brief auto steering, deflect the heat, send the cops after opponents, jammer, invisibility to cops, tank, resistance to crash damage, soundwave, circular explosion, and repair immediate car restoration. Repair is the most important as the player's car must be in a good condition to accumulate nitro and be immune from being busted by the cops. A complex yet extensive range of visual customization options is available, including body kits, wheels, and a full range of colors and vinyls, including freehand drawing ability. The most obvious difference is that both graphics and racing physics in this version are completely different from the other versions, giving it a retro look and feel reminiscent of much older GameCube or Mario Kart type games. Next up we got is development. The game was first hinted at during E3 2009 by EA's CEO, John Riccitiello. He stated that Criterion Games, developers of EA's own Burnout series, was working on a revolutionary addition to the NFS franchise, stating, "We don't have a plan right now for a separate major launch on Burnout, but the team doing it is working on a revolutionary take on Need for Speed." The title was confirmed to be in development by EA's chief operating officer, by EA's Chief Operating Officer John Pleasance at a stock meeting in June 2009, where he stated, We've taken the Burnout team and combined it with our NFS franchise, so we now have that in our favor because that Burnout team is probably one of the most online-centric and notably high-quality game developers that we have out at Criterion. Shift producer Jesse Abney expressed his delight to work with Criterion Games, stating that it would be a great team to work with on that stuff, referencing the development of NFS. It's reported that the game was scheduled for release in Q4 2010. So Q4 2010. EA's COO Chief Operating Officer John Schappert, I can't pronounce it, but it's spelled SCHAPPERT. It's like saying the word school, but taking out OOL and replacing it with APPERT, said that the Q4 NFS title was a new action-based Need for Speed or NFS from our Criterion studio in a post-financial report conference call. The title was officially revealed as Need for Speed Hot Pursuit at EA's media briefing during E3 2010, with a trailer which showed a high-speed police chase involving 3 different racers. The trailer was followed by a live demo of the game on stage, being creative director Craig Sullivan as a cop. So Craig Sullivan as a cop, and producer Matt Webster as a racer. According to Ricciello, the game was in development for 2 years. In August 2010, before Hot Pursuit was set to take center stage at EA's press conference during GameStop, it was announced by art director Henry Labonta that Criterion collaborated with Battlefield creators EA DICE, or Digital Illusions CE, which is a Swedish video game developer based in Stockholm, which is the capital of Sweden. So Stockholm in Sweden. So creators EA Digital Illusions CE, or DICE, in building the massive open world of Hot Pursuit. Early in November 2010, Patrick Soderlund, so with 2 dots on the O, Soderlund, I can't pronounce it well, Senior Vice President of EA Games Europe, said this of the collaboration: I think the most important thing when you have 2 high-quality developers working together for it to work, they need to have mutual respect. They need to have that respect to say, okay, we trust you to do this. This was a case where that was so obvious, where the Criterion team had a full trust in the DICE team to do what they were doing, and vice versa. Recent games in the franchise included a story about Matt Webster, producer of Hot Pursuit, or HP said, we didn't really think it was necessary to include a story. If you're a cop, the aim is to go up the ranks, while a racer's aim is to get to the highest rank they can. EA stated that the combination of acclaimed developer Criterion Games, a socially focused online mode, and official car licenses makes the franchise more accessible than before. UK product manager for NFS, Kevin Flynn, said, this is definitely the best Need for Speed I've seen to date. I thought Shift was a great game, but different and a bit serious. while Hot Pursuit is more fun and accessible, with the game sharing the same title as the 1998 installments in the franchise. The game's creative director Craig Sullivan told why they didn't name the game something totally different, saying, "To be honest, when we started out making the game, we didn't know it was going to be called Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. We just didn't. We got to the game before we got to the name. We realized we were making something that had a lot of cops in it and was really interesting to us. So we thought, what can we call this? Eventually, we thought this actually fits quite well with Hot Pursuit and went with it. Criterion's A.A.A or AAA developer of action racing games with many years of doing great designs, great innovations, and platform technologies, especially for PS3 and online connectivity, and they kind of just waited patiently for their turn to get the keys to develop their favorite NFS and revive Hot Pursuit. Hot Pursuit HB really is a milestone in the NFS ethos of grab an exotic car, pick an exotic location, and hit the pavement. And that really is a core tenet of Criterion's expertise. It was really their interest and their call to receive Hot Pursuit. So this was by Jesse Abney. So Abney, producer of Need for Speed Shift. So Need for Speed Shift. Next up, soundtrack. Not much on so it's the game features 7.1 channels, soundtrack. The game features 7.1 channel surround system, 7.1 channel surround sound, so 7.1 channel surround sound in PCM, which is pulse code modulation, Dolby Digital, and DTS, which stands for Digital Theater Systems, are also available. The soundtrack of HB features a general track list as is seen in EA Black Box, NFS games such as Most Wanted, Carbon, and Undercover, rather than a scored soundtrack. Rather than a scored soundtrack, as seen in both Pro Street and Pro Street and Shift. There we go. The song "Edge of the Earth" by 30 Seconds to Mars serves as the game's theme song. Other songs in the game's soundtrack include "Big Weekend" by Lemonade, Cinema by Benny Benassi, featuring Gary Go, and Benny Benassi was in some of the Chris Brown soundtracks, so that's quite cool. Opposite of Adults by Chitty Bang, Sophie Needs a Ladder by Deadmau 5, featuring Sophie, or SOFI. Watercolor by Pendulum, and Born Free by MIA. Some people would refer it by Missing in Action. The game's musical score, which is usually played during the police pursuit events, was composed by both Mario's Takushis and Vanessa Lorena Tate. Players can also add custom sound. Players can also add custom soundtracks to the game, so that any music stored on the player's hard drive can be selected during gameplay, as long as they're added to a playlist via the console's system menu, as well as optionally using songs from the player's hard drive. Several categories of licensed music are available from the game's racing, menu screens, and the photo mode. It's like when you hit photo mode, the music will still play. Next up, we got So next up we got is updates and expansions. EA announced the 1 million challenge on November 25th, 2010. So 2010, the idea behind the challenge was that if the NFS Hot Pursuit if the Hot Pursuit launch trailer, received 1 million views on YouTube by December 12th, 2010. So that was like 2 days before my 5th birthday, before I turned 5. 2 days on December 2010 on the 14th, a free DLC or downloadable content pack would be released with 3 new cars. So a free DLC or downloadable content pack would be released with 3 new cars. Although the trailer fell short of the million views, EA still awarded the 3 cars for free. EA stated the cars would be added. So EA stated the cars would be added to the game through a future title updates on both the PS3 and Xbox. So PS3 and Xbox 360. PC users were told that EA would share more news when it becomes available. On December 14th, 2010, the day of my birthday when I turned 5. So on December 14th, 2010, the first update was released, which added the three cars to the player's garage. Criterion released another 360 title update the following day. On December 17th, 2010, a third title update was released, which repaired issues experienced with earlier versions of the versions of the updates. Right? Criterion released the official second updates. So second updates for the consoles on February 15th, 2011. So 2011, addressing some minor issues and glitches. So addressing some minor issues and glitches. Criterion also promised updates to add new features in addition to bug fixes for the PC version. The first update for the PC was released on November 26th, 2010, which addressed crashes, issues, and aspect ratios, and missing effects as well. So not even crashes for cars, but crashes for like the system, if it just like freezes and all that kind of stuff. So it addressed crashes, so it just cuts out the game and just goes like to the computer menu, and you have to like go back all over again and all that kind of stuff. Addressed crashes issues with aspect ratios and missing effects. D-Box motion chair support was also added. The second update for the PC was released on January 19th, 2011 or 2011. So early 2011, which fixed issues with flickering graphics. So flickering graphics, controller configuration. So controller configurations, steering response, player car engine, audio volume, CPU performance, and a rare crash issue. So a rare crash issue when entering the career map screen. The 3 free cars. So the 3 cars that are for free from the 1 million challenge were also added. Excuse me. The third update for the PC was released on March 17th, 2011, which fixed several issues. So several issues players were having relating to game crashes and bugs. The fourth update for PC was released on April 4th. So 4th of April 2011, which fixed another 30% of the game's known bugs. So known bugs with a total of 77% of the issues fixed. The fifth update for PC was released on April 14th. April 14th, 2011, as with the most recent patch. This new update mainly dealt with various game crash issues with players encountered while playing while playing the game. One game crash in particular, which occurred on some systems when players were prompted to press any key, was fixed in this patch. EA announced that the PC version of the game would not receive downloadable content. So it wouldn't receive any downloadable content. So in other words, they won't allow you, so you cannot download it on the PC at all. Criterion confirmed this on their official message boards. We have a limited amount of resources that makes it so that we're unable to deliver new content to all platforms. However, we do have more updates and content on the way for PC players. Still got a long freaking way to go. Next up is paid content. In addition to the free update, Criterion has released several optional premium packs that add content like new cars and events. I was gonna say effects, but it's new cars and events. New cars and events. The first two DLC packs for Hot Pursuit were released 1 week after the game's launch, dubbed Racer Time Saver Pack and SCPD, so Seacrest County Police Department Time Saver Pack. Either pack grants the player immediate access to every car in the game on the relevant side of the law. Buying the Racer Time Saver Pack, for example, gives the player access to all the racer cars. So all the racer cars, every single one, and vice versa for the SCPD. The third pack for HP. So HP was released 1 week after the first two. The SCPD Rebels pack adds 7 new cars. So 7 new cars previously available only in cop, so police variants to the racer lineup, including the Audi R8 5.2 FSI and Aston Martin DBS. Out of those two, I picked the R8 because it's just much more exotic and cooler. EA announced the first official DLC for Hot Pursuit on December 6th, 2010. The Super Sports Pack, or the SS Pack, adds three new cars. The 911 GT2 RS, so the 2010 997 911 GT2 RS, the 05, I think it was, Gumper, so the 911 GT2 RS, Gumper Apollo S, and the Bugatti Veyron 16.4 Super Sport, which came out in 2010, 2011, something like that. So Bugatti Veyron 16.4 Super Sport, or SS. So 2 German cars and 1 French. In variants, well, even though the Bugatti is mainly a German car, because it was like developed by, owned by VW. So Bugatti, so 911 GT2 RS, Apollo S, and Veyron 16.4 SS or Super Sport. In variants for both sides of the law, there are also 13 new race and pursuit events and new achievements / trophies to earn. It was released on December 21st on the Xbox 360 and PS3 in North America, and on December 22nd on PlayStation Network in Europe. Although this is the first official DLC extra additional content. So although this is the first official DLC, extra additional content could also be purchased via online storefronts. Criterion announced three new DLC packs for Hot Pursuits on February 17th, 2011. Armed and Dangerous brings two new two new online gaming modes. Most Wanted has the cops in pursuit of a single racer in an open world with the other racers fighting to protect him. Arms Race, however, is free for all racing that sees weapons enabled. In addition, this pack also contains 3 new achievements / trophies. It was available from February 22nd on both PlayStation Network and Xbox Live Marketplace. The second pack, Lamborghini Untamed. So Lamborghini Untamed adds the 1995 Diablo SV. SV stands for Super Veloce, the cover car of Need for Speed 3 Hot Pursuit. God. That's a Lamborghini Diablo SV, Lamborghini Countach LP 5000 QV, which came out in, I'd say right around like 1990, presumably. I'm not 100% sure. Somewhere in the 80s, I think. I'm not 100% sure. Possibly the 1980s. the original Lamborghini Countach. So it was modeled after the Miura and it was before the Diablo. And the Lamborghini, the 2012 Lamborghini Sesto Elemento, which I talked about that car like a year ago, somewhere in there, possibly, or maybe it was 2 years ago. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it was a year ago, around there. Lamborghini Sesto Elemento. Well, the third pack, Porsche Porsche Unleashed, named after the series' fifth installment from the year 2000, which I talked about a couple weeks ago, presumably. So named after the series' fifth installment, adds the 1982 Porsche 911 Turbo. Is it Turbo? Which was either, I think it was the air-cooled or water-cooled 911. Presumably it was air-cooled. So yeah, air-cooled. So it adds the 911 Turbo from 1982, the 1986 to around 1993 Porsche 959, and 911 Speedster. Which is from I think it was like from 2004 to 2008, presumably. I'm not 100% sure. I think it was Porsche 997, 911 Speedster. All mentioned cars are in both cops and racer variations, and both packs bring 10 new events and 4 new achievements / trophies. The Lamborghini Untamed pack was available. So the Lamborghini Untamed pack was available from 1st of March, and Porsche Unleashed pack from March the 8th. So the 8th of March on both PlayStation Network, and Xbox Live Marketplace. In addition, a bundle pack consisting of Porsche Unleashed, Lamborghini Untamed, and Armed and Dangerous, called the Three for All bundle, was released on March 22nd. So 22nd of March, only on the PlayStation Store. Next up is EA Crew Edition, a limited edition of the PC game was released to EA employees during December 2010, almost 2011. The EA Crew Edition includes seven bonus racer cars, which they include the Mercedes. So we're off to a good start. The Mercedes-Benz SLR McLaren 722 edition, Maserati Quattroporte Sport GTS, so Gran Turismo Sport. I think it was Sport. Yeah. Chevy Corvette Z06, Lamborghini Reventon, Bugatti Veyron 16.4, Aston Martin DBS, and Audi R8 5.2 FSI. These cars were later released in the SCPD, so Seacrest County Police Department Rebels pack. The box is not labeled for retail sale, and the disc is marked as not for resale. In other words, you cannot resell the disc. And last one is Remastered Edition. A remastered edition of Hot Pursuit titled Hot Pursuit Remastered was released for Windows, PS4, and Xbox One on November 6th, 2020. Said 2020, and for Nintendo Switch, set a week later on November 13th. So on the 13th of November 2020, just ahead of the game's 10th anniversary. 10th anniversary. It's the first game in the series to receive a remastering. It is based on the PS3, Xbox 360, and PC versions of the original release. In addition to updated visuals and support for newer hardware, the game includes cross-platform play support for multiplayer. It also includes all former main DLC, with the career events of the Supersport RSS pack, Lamborghini Untamed, and Porsche Unleashed integrated, so combined together into the main career rather than being separately playable from it. It also adds the ability to change the color of most racer vehicles or cars, and via an updates released in February 2021. So early 2021 it was released. Add custom wraps to such cars. Notably, 3 cars that were in the original game, the 722 edition, and Sterling Moss models of the SLR McLaren and the Carbon Motors E7 concept are missing. The remastered version was developed by Criterion Games and Stellar Entertainment. So both by Criterion Games and Stellar Entertainment. The latter who also handled the 2018 remaster of Criterion's Burnout Paradise. So Burnout Paradise, which that game came out in 2008. So 10 years when it was remastered. Next up we got is marketing and release. It's not much on it, but we'll do it. So marketing and release. In early July 2020, not 2020, sorry. In early July 2010, sorry, my bad, sorry, I apologize. So we're on marketing and release. In early July 2020, say 2020, not 2020, 2010, oh my god, sorry, can't even talk, just so tired, just want to get this over and done with, but I still got more to do, so I'll get this one done, and then the next one will be a good one. So we're on marketing and release. In early July 2010, got it right that time. Thank God for that. In early July 2020, EA announced Need for Speed Hot Pursuit on tour. So on tour, a seven city event. So a 7-city event that took the game around the US prior to the game's release. Each stop featured recording artists and showcased an assortment of exotic cars. The tour began on July 14th. So July 14th, 2010, at the Manhattan Classic Car Club in New York City, headlined by DJ Z-Trip, born July 22nd, 1971, who's better known as, so his real name is Zach Skiaka. I can't pronounce that, but it's spelled SCIACCA, better known as DJ Z-Trip, who's an American DJ and producer. He's a pioneer of the mashup movement. He was born July 22nd, 1931, from Phoenix, Arizona, so it's near California State. So, the tour began on July 14th, 2010, at the Manhattan Classic Car Club in New York City, headlined by DJ Z-Trip. It then continued to Chicago, Seattle, Chicago, Illinois, presumably. Not 100% sure. Seattle, Washington, San Francisco, California, Austin, Texas, and Miami, Florida. ending with the Hot Pursuit launch party in Los Angeles, California. EA received a helping hand from UK car wrapping company, Totally Dynamic, for the UK launch event. UK launch event held at Totally Dynamics South London Centre. South London Centre. In addition to the standard edition, limited edition. Limited edition of the game has been released, which was originally only available through pre-order at the same price. So at the same price as the regular game. However, it was still available besides the regular game, but in limited quantities, not qualities, but quantities. The limited edition features numerous bonuses over the standard edition, including exclusive packaging, 2 exclusive racers, and 4 unlocked cars. The Hot Pursuit demo, the demo version of the game, was available for download on October 26th on Xbox Live Marketplace worldwide and the PlayStation Network in North America, and on October 27th, 2010, on the PlayStation Network, or the PS Network in Europe. The demo was a listed time demo, demo is short for demonstration. So the demo was a listed time demonstration. So the demo was a limited time demo and closed on November 9th, 2010. Criterion Games stated that unlike Xbox 360 and PS3 versions, PC God, so tired. So Criterion Games stated that unlike Xbox 360 and PS3 versions, PC demos require comparatively more resources to ensure that they run smoothly across a wide variety of systems. For not getting the chance to release a demo for the PC. The demo was a hit. The demo was a hit and was downloaded more than 2 million times. That's insane, making it the most popular demo in NFS history. EA announced on November 15th, 2010, the first 2 games with developer both on the first weekend after the game launched. The event allowed the players to test their newly developed skills against those who had a hand in creating the game. EA announced on November 26th, 2010, an Autolog recommends contest, so ARC, not to be confused with like ARC wings. It's like rear wings for cars. So ARC Autolog recommends contest. It was a 2-week long competition. If the fans beat any of NFS Drew's Hot Pursuit Autolog Autolog recommended times on either Xbox or PS3, either 360 or PS3. It gave one of them the chance to win a custom NTSC, so NTSC Need for Speed Hot Pursuit PS3, which is an extremely rare collector's edition. Pretty cool. So EA almost said E3. EA also announced two Autolog photo contests. So two Autolog photo contests. The first ended November 26th, 2010, and the second January 6th, 2011. The players had to take creative photos. Then EA with the community announced the best and creative photo, which won a custom Hot Pursuit PS3 limited collector's edition. EA announced the Friday gaming seasons, which started on January 17th, 2011. EA announced the NFS Autolog iPhone app in late November 2010. The app features the wall, dream shots, Autolog recommendations, speed wall, and a play later button. The app was released on iTunes on December 13th, 2010, a day before my birthday, before I turned 5. Alright, the last part is trailers, and then we get to both reception, which doesn't have much on there. Well, it was like a lot on there. And then notes, which that doesn't have as much on there anyway. So the app was released on iTunes on December 13th, 2010. Next up, so the last part is trailers, and then we're moving on to reception. To trailers. Here we go. In addition to the trailer shown at the official reveal during E3 2010, E3 2010, several other game trailers have been released, each revealing new new aspects of the game. One trailer promoted the limited edition of the game, which features additional cars. Some trailers explained the game. Some trailers explained the game's new Autolog feature. Two trailers released in September 2010 showcased the different aspects of cops versus racer gameplay. A trailer released on September 25th, 2010 promoted the limit the limited the limited time demo. Three video clips were released on October 29th. So October 29th, 2010, entitled Fast Needs No Friends. These videos depict two foolish valet parkers. Kevin Dillon is an American actor born August 19th, 1965, from New Rochelle in New York, and Jerry Ferrara was an American actor known for his role as Turtle on the HBO comedy series Entourage, and starred on the Starz drama series Power as Joe Proctor, born November 25th, 1979, also from New York City, age 44. So Kevin Dillon and Jerry Ferrara, who've gained a love for fast, exotic cars by playing Hot Pursuit. Several trailers were released in November. Several trailers were released in November. A trailer was released for Indicate Seacrest County, the game's primary local, or locally. I can't pronounce it, but it's saying the word local. So local, LOCAL. So the word local, but adding the letter E the letter E at the end. So the letter E at the end. A trailer was released for a hint that the demo was a success. Two live action trailers was also released to showcase the relationship between the cops and racers. A launch trailer was also released on November 16th, 2010. So 2010. A new video clip was released December 15th, 2010, a day after my birthday, which featured the two foolish valet parkers, Kevin Dillon and Jerry Ferrara again. Most of the trailers are now available for free download on Xbox Live Marketplace. So Xbox Live Marketplace and PlayStation Network. Four developer diaries were released to promote the game. The first was released on October 14th, 2010, which features the game's producer detailing the autolog feature on October 28th, 2010. So October 28th, 2010, the second developer diary was released that features the game's creative director explaining the contents of the recently released demo. The third developer diary, released on November 6th, 2010. So November 6th, 2010, details the specifics of Seacrest County's terrain and climate, as well as explaining day and night cycles. It's also released two video early in November two videos early in November that featured the game's designer. So the game's designer, he gave some tips on how to succeed in both the Dark Horse and Roadsters Reborn Roadsters Reborn events in the demo. If some of the fans beat his record record on the Roadsters Reborn event. So Reborn event, they had a chance to win some NFS HP, so Need for Speed Hot Pursuit prizes. So NFS Hot Pursuit 2010 prizes. The fourth diary released November 26th, 2010. Now it's 3 years and 4 days before Paul died. So before Paul Walker died. Rest in peace. So the fourth diary released November 26th, 2010 explains both why and how the game's cars were chosen. Next up is reception. Quite a lot on it, but we'll do it. It's a reception. First off is pre-release. So Hot Pursuit was well received by critics at E3 2010 and was most notably awarded with Best Racing Game from Game Critics Awards, as well as several other media outlets. Other games in the category included Forza Motorsport 4 2011, Gran Turismo 5 2010, Test Drive Unlimited 2 also 2011. Is that 2011? And Motorstorm Apocalypse, also 2011. IGN stated that it had an inspired level of connectivity, while OneUp.com claimed that the other racing games at E3 never had a chance. This was the first game in the NFS series since the original Hot Pursuit to win an E3 award. Hot Pursuit was also nominated for Best Xbox 360 and Best PS3 Game by IGN and Best Graphics by Gaming Excellence. Now, as always, with other Need for Speed games, we got the aggregation scores, or aggregate scores, whichever we want to call it. So now we're on post-release. So we're on reception, so this is the aggregate score. So aggregator, as always, is Metacritic. So the score for iOS was 76%. So 76%. PC, a bit better. So PC 86%. PS3. So PS3 89. So PS3 89%. Nintendo Wii 50%. So 50%. And Xbox 360 88%. So next up is the remastered version of the game. For both PC, so PC and PS4, 75%. Xbox One, a lot better, 77%. Well, a bit better, so 77%. And Nintendo Switch, 74%. Now we got the review scores, and there's quite a lot on there. So we got publication and score. So first one we got is OneUp.com, which is A, computer and video games 90%, Destructoid 95%, Edge 90%. So Edge 90%, same with Electronic Gaming Monthly and the Eurogamer, G4 80%, Game Informer 87.5%, GamePro 95, 90%, 90%, sorry, saying 90% for Game Pro, Game Revolution A minus, Games Master 93%, GameSpot 85%, GameSpy 90%, Games Radar Plus 100%, both game trailers in IGN 90%, IGN, so game trailers, so on Games Radar Plus 100%, game trailers in IGN 90%, joystick, next thing the word stick, but taking out the C and the K and replaced with a Q. 100% same with the official US PlayStation magazine, official Xbox magazine. There's two official Xbox magazines. First one is the UK version, 90%. US version, so UK 90%, US version 70%. PC Gamer US 78%, The Guardian 100%, and Videogamer.com. So Videogamer.com 80%. So 80%. Hot Pursuit. So Hot Pursuit was received positively upon release. Review aggregating websites Metacritic gave the PS3 version an aggregate score of 89%, Xbox 360 88%, and the PC version 86%, while the Nintendo Wii version was met with either mixed or average reviews with a 50%. In the edition of November 8th, 2010, of official US PlayStation magazine, the first review score was given as 100%. The reviewer said, it's consistently challenging without feeling difficult. It's immensely rewarding without even being taxing. So without ever being taxing. IGN gave the game 90% and an Editor's Choice Award, praising the game's pure over-the-top driving entertainment. The cars and environments are gorgeous, the crashes are spectacular, and the new Autolog feature breathes new life into the time-honored tradition of video game competition among friends. Eurogamer gave the game 90%. Reviewer Tom Bramwell said, it's stuffed with content, but rarely for the sake of it, and knowing Criterion, it would be handsomely supported for months to come, even though it's already the best pure arcade racing game since Burnout Paradise. Game trailers also scored the game 90%. The reviewer stated Hot Pursuit was excellent. So the reviewer stated Hot Pursuit was excellently crafted, letting you take the world's fastest cars across miles of stunning landscapes. Chases are exhilarating from either perspective, and the Autolog feature completely changes how you compete with friends, keeping you hooked until you've wrecked all of their scores. Destructoid gave the game 95%. Reviewer Nick Chester noted that it delivers a new perfect competitive experience in a way that few games racing or otherwise can. Hot Pursuit's not only a defining moment for the series, but for arcade style racing period. Reviewer Randy Nelson of Joystick was the second reviewer to give the game a perfect score of 100%. Reviewer Chris Antista of Games Radar also gave the game 100%. Chris stated that with so many modes and diverse rewards to uncover in Hot Pursuit, it almost feels like 2.5 games in one package. It's like 2.5 games in one package. EGM, or Electronic Gaming Monthly reviewer Brett Bates, gave the game 90%, so 90%, which felt much the same as Game Radar's Chris Antista, stating, in effect, you're getting two games in one. So you're getting two games in one. What you do as a racer, has no bearing on what you do as a cop. So it has no bearing on what you do as a cop, and what you do as a cop. Reviewer Tom Ori of Video Gamer gave the game 80% and stated the core driving is never anything but exhilarating. Visually, it's almost flawless, and the autolog features a genre leading. There's still something missing though, a reason to explore the open world. GameSpot awarded the game 85% and said, "This fast-paced racer keeps you glued to the TV." So glued to the TV, not literally, and on the edge of your seat, regardless of which side of the law you're playing on. So regarding on which side of the law you're playing on, either as a cop or a street racer. Official Xbox Magazine gave the 360 version 70% and 70%. So official Xbox Magazine gave the 360 version 70% and said, Hot Pursuit feels a little too safe for its subject matter, limited by pedestrian road design that doesn't express all the playfulness that we'd expect in car combat. However, the UK edition of the magazine gave the game 90% and said it pays respect to the classic NFS games, borrows the best bits from Burnout, and is a technical masterpiece. The chase to reclaim NFS's once legendary chart-topping form is well and truly on. PlayStation Lifestyle reviewer Tom Williams gave the game 90% and stated, "What Criterion Games has done with Hot Pursuit is developed the best entry in the series in the last 5 years of release. Once you start playing this game, there's no way you can play just one race. PlayStation Lifestyle writer Mike Hartnett, so Hartnatt, Hartnett, so Hartnett declared Hot Pursuit better than Gran Turismo 5, which that game came out in 2010, and concluded with, Hot Pursuit is just downright more fun than anything rolling out of Polyphony Digital's garage. There's certainly no shortage of epic moments in this game. Whether you're tearing through single-player mode to rank up as a cop or a racer, throwing down spike strips to take out your friends online, or just relieving a bit of stress by driving around in free ride mode, which is another word for free roam. According to Metacritic, the remastered version received generally favorable reviews from critics. The site gave aggregate scores of 74% for the Nintendo Switch version, so 74% for the Switch, 75% each for the PS4 and Windows versions, and 77% for the Xbox One version. Now we got sales next. God. Whatever you do not do this. I had to do it because it just feels stiff. God, I feel like I'm gonna break my neck like this. Alright, now we're on sales. NFS Hot Pursuit was an immensely successful game. Games in any genre need to offer great gameplay and above all, constantly innovate by taking those ingredients. Our racing games have a bright future. That was by Dan Holman, EA's marketing director. EA's marketing director. In the UK, Hot Pursuit debuted at number three on the UK all format gaming chart on its first week of release, beaten by Activision's Black Ops 2010 and Ubisoft's Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, also 2010. The second week was it dropped down to number 6. However, the fourth week, HP sales jumped 48. Hot Pursuit sales jumped 48%, which boosted the game from 7th to a whopping 3rd place. Pretty good. 3rd place is not bad. The sixth week, Hot Pursuit sales were down 67%, unfortunately, which slipped down 1 place to 4th. The seventh week, Hot Pursuit was placed at number 10, but the next week, it jumped up to number 7. In the US, Hot Pursuit was ranked number 7 on NPD's so National Purchase Diaries sales charts for November 2010, outselling Sony's racing juggernaut Gran Turismo 5 2010, which launched about a week later on December 10th, 2010. So December 10th, 2010, Games Industry reported that HP managed to sell a monstrous 417,000 units in the US in just 2 weeks. 2 weeks. This is brilliant. That's just nuts. Cowan, which is about, I can't really say it well, but it's spelled COWAN, and company reported that despite the positive sales figures were not enough to pick up EA's year-on-year sales figures. The analytical firm stated that the year-on-year sales figures for November were still down 25% for EA. Gamertel stated that HP's success is a big boost for a genre that has taken some hits in 2010, as well as a franchise that's been searching for its identity. After several re-innovations, EA turned to Criterion Games, the studio famous for the Burnout series, to write this racer. So to write this racer, Criterion took the series back to the high-octane formula of cops chasing racers. Unlike actual illegal street racers, HP fans seem happy to see the cops. HP was placed number 10 on NPD's sales charts for December 2010 with sales of 906,000 units for the month. On February 1st, 2011, 2011 on EA's financial results report on Q3 2010. It's mentioned that the game has sold more than 5 million units. It's on a sharp uptick the last couple of years. The last few years, as we've driven high quality titles even higher in the charts, particularly in Europe but also in North America. John Ricciello, EA CEO, said during the publisher's overnight Q3 earnings call. Wedbush Morgan analyst Michael Pachter, can't really say well, but it's spelled Pacchter, commented on the figures, saying that they were slightly over his expectation of 4.5, so 4,500,000 units at this point. So 4.5 million units at this point. Hot Pursuit, so HP surprised him then, but not as much as Medal of Honor, which came out in 2010. It's like 2010. Medal of Honor did. Early in November, analyst Mike Hickey, so Hickey, so Hickey, also said he believed EA's HP could sell 4.2 million, so 4,200,000 copies during the 2010 Christmas period. And the last one is awards. So let's finish this. So awards. Following the high praise it received at its release, Hot Pursuit received numerous awards from various magazines, trade shows, and gaming websites. The game has won over 30 different awards, including Racing Game of the Year. So Racing Game of the Year from major publications, more than any other racing game that year. In 2010, the year that it was released, at the E3 2010, Game Critics Awards gave Hot Pursuit the Best Racing Game Award. HP was named the Best Driving Game at the 2010 Spike Video Game Awards. HP was awarded Best Racing Game by GameSpot, 1UP, GameSpy, and Shack News. VG Charts. So it's like saying charts, but replacing the S and replacing it with a, so taking out the S and replacing it with a Z or a Z, awarded HP the Best Racing Game on Xbox 360, while both Game Trailers and Game Revolution, so Game Trailers and Game Revolution nominated HP for Best Racing Game. HP was awarded Best Competitive Multiplayer on 360 by IGN, as well as nomination for Most Addictive Game on Xbox 360, while Games Radar nominated it for a multiplayer that broke the mold. So multiplayer that broke the mold, or MTBTM. Giant Bomb gave Hot Pursuit the Most Improved Franchise Award. So the Most Improved Franchise Award, while Game Reactor awarded HP for the year's fastest. In 2011, so a year after it was released, in 2011, At the 14th Annual Interactive Achievement Awards, the Academy of Interactive Arts, the Academy of Interactive Arts and Sciences awarded Hot Pursuit with Racing Game of the Year. So Racing Game of the Year at the seventh British Academy Games Awards. Hot Pursuit won the multiplayer award. So multiplayer award at the 2011 Golden Joystick Award. So Golden Joystick Award. Hot Pursuit was a runner-up. So Hot Pursuit was a runner-up for Racing Game of the Year. HP was nominated for Favorite Video Game at the 2011 Nickelodeon Kids Choice Awards. So Choice Awards, and Best Game at the 2011 BAFTA Kids Vote Award. Last part is notes, and then we'll end it there. So notes. Let's make this last part count. Additional work by EA. So additional work by EA Dice. So EA Dice. Exient Entertainment. So Exient Entertainment developed the Nintendo Wii version. Stellar Entertainment developed the remastered version. Alright, we finally all done, yeah! Finally we got it all done. Oh my god, Lord, I was not expecting to get this really complete. Ow. So there was this word I wanted to try translate. It's like saying the word local but adding E. Locally, I think? I'm not really sure. Local, there we go. I can't even pronounce the word right. Anyways, guys, so that will be it. That's gonna wrap it up for tonight. If you guys liked this video, sorry it took so long, over 1.5 hours, or almost an hour and 40 minutes. Jesus Christ, this is huge, just mind blowing. I was not expecting it to take that long, but I managed to get it done. So I'm gonna wrap it up for tonight. If you guys like this video, like and subscribe, comment down below. So like and subscribe, comment down below what you guys think. Hit the notification bell and hit all so you're literally when I make brand new uploads. Alright, so I apologize. Sorry if it took so long. I'll try to do it as much faster as I can as possible, depending on the information of how long it really is and how long it will take. I'll see what I can do to improve the time and speed I can try and get this done. Anyways, so let's go wrap it up. If you guys like this video, so make sure you like and subscribe. Comment down below what you guys think. Hit the notification bell and hit all so you're alerted when I make brand new uploads. Alright, I gotta go. I'll see you guys soon in the next video. But until then, stay safe. Have a great evening and have a great day tomorrow morning. And I'll see you guys soon in the next video. So take care, folks. Take care, folks. Stay safe out there. Say take care, folks. Stay safe out there. And I'll see you guys soon. Good night, folks.